Welcome to the debate here of Trump and Biden. I was just curious what you guys...
That's how they announce it, yeah. Well, you're looking mighty fine. Nice legs, I gotta admit.
Sir, let's stay
I
on
prefer
topic
a flatter
here.
stomach.
Let's stay on topic here. I was trying to ask you about global warming.
Well,
he thinks it's a malarkey.
Well, look at him. He can't even talk, frankly. I don't know. It's hot. And quite frankly, I think you're to blame. My goodness, what a woman. I tell you, what I want, I go and
Sir,
get it.
let's
Come
stay
here.
on topic here. The question is, what are you going to do about global warming? What are you going to do about it?
Look at him.
You want to talk... global warming is nothing Medicare can't fix.
He thinks it's the cow's farts. I can smell his farts from here. He has no control over the bowels or this country.
You're the sucker. You're the farter.
He can't even. He's on his diaper on. This country needs a diaper.
I think we need a commercial break here.
Okay.
Let's get into the episode.
That's malarkey.
That was a great bit. Roll music.
Was that good?
Correct opinions. Correct opinions. Death's not always a bad thing.
Oh, like for Timmy?
Or like leaves in the fall.
Yes, sometimes it brings about great things. I
Seeds.
tell you what I want to die more than anything besides gender reveals, plastic pollution. And liquid death is helping do that.
Wow.
Liquid death will brutally murder your thirst.
Ooh,
and
look
they're
out.
Definitely recyclable cans are helping to kill single-use plastic bottles and help kill plastic pollution. You can get free shipping to Liquid Death's Mountain Waters flavored sparkling and iced tea 8-packs with Amazon Prime, or grab a can or a case at your local 7-Eleven, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, or on Instacart. Go to liquiddeath.com/trade to check out all their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages. And find it near you, okay?
That's
Liquid Death. No, you got it.
I got this, guys. Hey,
busy
check this
drinking.
out. Liquiddeath.com/Trey. Liquiddeath.com/Trey. Kill your thirst.
I watched every single second of the debate. I was having a blast.
I got home at like 8:15, so I had missed like the first little bit of it. And I was like, oh yeah, the debate's on tonight. Like, how is it? And Rachel goes, it's kind of sad. That was like our first sentence. Like, it's kind of, I just feel bad.
Biden got it together a little bit, but the first 10 minutes were shocking. It's like when you're at dinner table with your grandpa who's really aging, and you're just in your head as he tries to tell a story, you're just like, oh, dear God, please come down and help him speak. And he's trying so hard to talk and tell this story. I remember when he stumbled the worst. Katie was next. She didn't really care. She's like, are we watching this all night? And after she wasn't paying attention, but when Biden stumbled enough, she just started laughing like a bully in school. She was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, "I know he can't talk." And then the golf talk is just that is an
astounding.
all-time. We'll watch that for decades.
Yeah,
that was when I truly was like, "This is unbelievable."
It was just so elementary and so just guys being guys. Like, I don't care how old you are. You know, Biden saying, when I was vice president, I got up to 6 handicap. And Trump was like legitimately offended. Like,
he almost fell out of his chair.
he's like, whoa, that's the biggest lie I've heard all night. This guy's no way he's 6
I've
handicap.
seen your swing. There's
also,
no way.
he's like bringing up something that he did how many years ago?
Yeah,
It's like
10
when I
years
was
ago.
vice president.
Yeah, when I was in office, I was able to get my game down. If you know anything about golf, getting your handicap down to 6 requires you to play golf
A lot.
20 hours a week.
I saw someone posted that Tiger Woods in 2020 was a 6 handicap. So they were at the same level around the same time.
Probably so. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, that it created some great internet memes and moments. As a
content creator,
you're fired up. I don't know if you followed on because we hit mood swings. We hit my channel. Oh, the
Friday
you were
Pickleball
making
hit one
channel.
today.
We're like, well, hey, keep it going. So the next debate, man, I might have the camera crew over here just like in real time. Like, all right, it's not a bad idea. Come over. We'll open
watch
a
it.
bottle of wine. We'll watch it and we'll hammer out a video and post it right then.
It's really sad. Because, I mean, before...
My job?
Yeah.
Capitalizing.
That's really pathetic.
It's really sad.
a real job.
Before now, like presidential debates, you were like learning their platforms and like what they plan to do as a president. And
that's why I texted my friends just because this is the first debate I've sat down and watched because, I'm now 30. I feel like it's an adult thing. I'm shocked we let 18-year-olds vote because I remember
They don't care.
2016 when Trump shocked the world and won. I remember rooting for him solely just because I was like in college. I didn't know anything. I was just like, it should be really funny if this guy won. No one's ever thinking he could do it. The apprentice guy. And so I'm sitting down, kind of thinking, I'm a business owner, homeowner, father, husband. What's where this country headed? And I'm just watching. I'm like, what are we learning? They're answering every question exactly how you think they'd answer it. There's no kind of like, well, that's interesting. It could sway my opinion.
Okay, I hadn't heard that yet.
It was just like exactly what you think. And I was like, I don't know what we're getting out of this except fun.
It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, we watched probably an hour and a half, and it's like, all right, I get the gist. That's probably good.
I do love it, man. Trump never disappoints. He was like, when I left office, the country was the best it ever been ever in the world. And right now it's the worst it's ever been ever in the world.
So extreme.
It's like all so extreme.
I've taken many cognitive tests. People tell me it's the best they've ever seen a president score on these. The economy was the best it's ever been in any economy. Other countries were asking me, how'd you get your economy so good? It's like, dude.
Putin wanted to be my vice president.
Yeah.
This wouldn't have happened.
Oh,
that's great.
It's funny.
So we'll see. But it's a good time. And I had a good time this weekend in Tulsa. Thanks to all my Oklahomies who came out. It's always great to get in the home state. Tulsa was like a second home to me. I got family there, great friends. Played a pretty new casino there. It was a great time. And sadly, I was, no one from the crew here was there, but went down and did my thing. Had a good time. Casino show.
Yeah, that's fun.
Who
was the crew? Alan? Tom?
Alan was there. DJ Travis, Tom. Tour manager Tom, he's lost even more weight since we've seen him. He did a little health nut.
Wow.
It was funny. You never know with a venue. Like sometimes you'll play a place and their security, Katie, my own wife, she'll be like, I'm Katie, I'm Trey's wife. I'm just trying to get backstage. And they'll be like, where do you think you're going?
Need to pass.
We better see some. And then this was one of those venues where anyone I knew at all, where I was like, come say hi. They were like, we just waltzed back here. One guy, we're like, we know him. And the guy was like, cool. And so after the show, I'm chatting with like my parents were there, uncle, some friends, old family members. And this poor like couple walked back into my green room and they're kind of like, hi. I was like, hello, hi. I'm kind of looking around. No one knows these people. They're like, they told us to come back here. I realized they're like VIP ticket holders. I'm like, these poor sweet people are like
straight to the green room.
Sorry, they just said it's like let's do this, and yeah, they're letting so many people back there. The fans were like, we're supposed to meet Trey. That's what the ticket says. He's like, yeah, his green room's back there.
Yeah.
Just knock first. He might be changing pants or something.
But hey, you're VIP.
Super nice. It was all good.
I do feel like that's so funny because I've been there a few times when I remember St. Louis first tour. We were all back there. It was like,
oh yeah,
that couple walked back there. There's been a few times, but the best thing is that everyone is looking at each other kind of like, do you know them? Do you know them? Can we kick them out?
That is the funniest part. Yeah, I don't know if you were St. Louis. It was a small enough venue where the green room, there was a single door separating the green room from the venue.
Oh, it was kind of a library.
So I think people were just trying to kind of like, is this an exit? And they just walked back and it was like me, Katie, and Jake, and they're like, hi. Well, and the great show, and like, is this your green room? It's like, yeah, it's all good. And they're like, well, while we're back here, can we get a photo?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, sure.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was good.
St. Louis was fun. But yeah, good show.
Yes, it was. It was really nice venue. Very professional, sounded great. They filled up the place. Legit theater. It was a good time, man. You were missed. How was your weekend? Now, I've saved it for the pod, but if you're watching on YouTube, which you should, you should subscribe. Jake, it looks like you got a little cool guy injury on the...
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're watching right now, my hair is still soaking wet. I got something going on in my eye, and three of my fingers are really black. And two of these are related. So, I got caught... Well, from last week's episode, getting caught in the rain. I was like, oh, swinger, that's fun. I want to do that. And so, I got caught in the rain, and... I was holding a Chipotle bag out to my car, and then once I got in my car, my fingers were black. So I don't know what happened.
What's going on with these Chipotle bags?
What happened with the rain? I don't know. There's a second theory, is when I walked into that Chipotle, a fan recognized me. I will say, he recognized me instantly. It was like he knew I was coming. But we did shake hands, and I said, what do you do for work? And he said, masonry. Could he have?
Oh.
It looked like he was about to eat, though.
Masonry?
Is it a soggy Chipotle bag or a man's man give you a handshake? Which is it?
Those are like the main two theories I have right now.
Does it come off?
Was he from the past?
Yeah, I'm so confused. I'm more
find
confused by
you.
that than anything else in this story.
He said he does masonry, and specifically today he's been working on a chimney. Soot,
Oh,
perhaps?
Soot. That's
Do
grade
you
A
think
soot.
that he was eating his food with his hands still completely black?
That's the thing. If they were this transferable, that had to be a lot of wet soot.
Yeah.
I think it's Chipotle bag.
Yeah.
It's probably a tough time to be a chimney sweep. The amount of he gets blackface every day, and now he has to he probably comes out and he's like, "Can I please use your bathroom before I go out in public?"
Hey, no, this is my bathroom.
No,
Like,
it's
well,
just,
look at me.
No, he's like, "Look, you understand, right? It's my job."
I don't
It's
think
tough.
he's not a chimney sweep. He's a masonry.
He was a masonry. he said he was working on a chimney.
Sure.
I didn't say him. I'm saying any chimney
Oh,
sweep.
okay,
You gotta
okay,
think.
okay.
It's gonna be a tough time.
I see.
Is what I'm saying.
I see.
Anyway, I don't know what's on my fingers. It feels like ink. I think it must be the Chipotle bag when it gets wet or something. Also, sidebar, that reminds me, my college graduation, also in the soaking rain, the tassels and hats we had, I must have been really new black ink because as it got rained on, all of it just melted. So we had black ink running all down our face at college graduation.
Everyone.
I forgot about that. Yeah. I mean, unless you took your cap off in time.
Oh my gosh. How
Man,
It was a
imagine that
tassel.
happened because we're Southwest Baptist, Missouri. Every student has blackface. What is this graduation ceremony? This isn't good.
That's pretty gross.
It was gross. Yeah, it was
Hey,
it was
you did
beautiful. Also didn't get my diploma that day. It was a fun day. All that to say, this I've got a few stitches next to my right eye. Do we have any guesses?
Man, when did we last see each other?
Last week?
Monday? No, sooner than that, right?
Thursday. So not
So-
much that has
And
happened.
over the weekend. What in the world could he have done? No. And Friday, we were in touch, and you made that quick clip because you were golfing for mood swings.
Yeah.
Good,
There was no
okay.
injury then. So this happened in the last 48 hours. And
This is good detective work.
I'm just trying to. I know you're busy trying to open up your acai bowl truck, and so I don't know if you're running around playing pickup sports. You might have been busy, and so I'm guessing. I think it was just a silly. Oh, I'm moving the granola this way. Bonk.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Granola movement.
The
Okay,
truck,
it's
and
Trey's.
now you have workers' comp on the hopefully company you franchise from, and that's how you're gonna
Okay.
make your
wow.
money. Is
Trey's guess is granola movement. Katie?
It was a really nice day outside yesterday. So I feel like you were outside.
Okay.
But you were working though. You weren't playing around because you are trying to open this truck.
Okay.
I still kind of think it was truck involved.
Okay. Someone with
Okay,
the truck.
You can't just steal mine.
Yeah, it seems
But
like you
no,
took
I
all
mean,
of Trey's answers.
I described it very vividly, and so now you do one, but a little different. What did the truck do to him?
He thought that the truck had a flat tire, and he bent down
Yeah.
and he was kind of under it, and he,
Oh, wow.
like in your words, went bonk,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
and now he has stitches.
First thing I do if I think I have a flat tire, you get under the vehicle and you check from the inside.
Yes.
It looks flat from out here,
You-
but I'm not underneath.
You don't do that?
I just look at it from standing up.
Huh, I guess I should stop doing that.
I've never gotten under the car for a flat tire.
Every time we start the car, Katie's under it. Checking, double checking.
From what I can see, yeah, it's good.
It's getting really hard to fit under there. now,
Derek, any
but-
guesses?
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of Biden impersonations this week, so I'm thinking it's Biden impersonation related.
Oh,
Someone
you
just-
sold the bet too hard.
just socked me.
Just passed out. All right, and
You were close at one point. It was pickup sports. I'm in a Sunday night rec basketball league.
oh, that sucks.
Caught enough. It does suck. It does
I mean,
suck.
you're sitting there pouring blood. Like, come on, man. I'm just here to have
That's exactly
fun.
what it was.
And are you immediately like, I need stitches, don't I?
Yeah,
I'm sure
it's
it
just-
gushes blood.
It's a lot. It's we
Were
have
people like, oh my god?
Yeah, I'd never gushed blood before, and I'm not saying that to try and make people queasy, but it was just the reality. I've never had that sensation, but I was like,
Have you?
Yeah, I had stitches on my knee one time. It kind of was gushing pretty bad.
Is that the only time?
There's been other times, but they were they were.
It's a pregnancy joke.
Yeah, I
It's a
know.
crime scene.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, it just felt like I was sweating a lot really quickly, and I was like, I bet that's blood running all down my face, and it was just covered my shirt. Anyway,
Just going
yeah,
up for a rebound or
No,
Was it
it's like
malicious?
kind of like the most annoying scenario. Like we're up by 15. This team has been very aggressive. They've gotten technical fouls. Like they've just been that kind of rec basketball team.
And you're like, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Hey,
okay?
hey, we're not careful. We're gonna regret this in the morning. Okay, don't be too angry. You know, Brad. Meanwhile, is like we're just trying to be like, hey, we're chill. Brad's like, my family's here. None of us want to fight you. My kid, look, all 4 of my kids are here.
Look at them. The
We don't
innocence
wanna
in their face.
fight. We don't want to do this. And he didn't do it like to injure me, but it was just like a very aggressive play and just elbowed my face and didn't hurt.
Did your teammates have your back and ready to throw hands, or did they Caitlin Clark teammates? And
They
just,
did. They were good teammates. Honestly, it's a little scary when like instantly I'm on the ground, I could see blood, and then one of my teammates is already cradling my neck. I'm like, how bad is this?
He swallowed his tongue.
Oh my
They were
gosh.
very
Immediately
attentive.
giving you mouth to mouth. Like, I'm alive. I can breathe.
They were very, very helpful. Isaac, who you know, has had like 5 concussions, couldn't play high school football. So he was very like in the know. He had multiple urgent cares that he recommended. He's like, now, Advent Health, they do a pretty good
Talk
job.
to
Look at you.
Sally. Yeah, she'll get you.
And then we had a physical therapist on our team. He's like, dude, I bet you're fine. Your head, your face just bleeds a lot. He's like, UFC. He's like, those players, like, they're not that injured. It's just so much blood in your face. And so, yeah, the worst part was they never even apologized. They were that kind of team.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Yeah, no one came
Contact
over.
sport.
No one came over.
We're
The guy
playing
who,
ball.
Yeah, no, the guy who did it never came over after the game. I walked past them in the parking lot. No one said anything.
Were they our
That's the
age,
worst
or
part.
Were they like old men?
They
Were
were
they
probably
younger?
slightly younger.
Yeah, younger.
I'm just saying. Sometimes you play those. I remember when we did the team a few years ago and got beat by a group of 50-year-old men. It was
That was
very
a low
humbling.
point.
But also, they're like, yeah, they weren't messing around.
They took it pretty serious.
That's wild. You're just like, we're just like out here having fun. We are not getting paid to do this or anything.
We multiple times said like, just a reminder, this is the lowest level of basketball. Like we're not taking this serious. They had a coach. They had a coach who was very mouthy. It was a whole thing. Talking to me, 22 can't dribble. Get up on 22. Like, what did I do to you? Stop picking on
Oh
me.
my
on,
god.
man.
It's just my wife's here.
Wait, and you guys were up by 15?
We were up by 15 with like 3 minutes left to go when I got this elbow.
They weren't like this like crazy good team.
No, we're not good, and we're beating them by a lot. It was like the worst case scenario of just like, well, I guess it could have been way worse. I could have got a concussion or whatever. But it's like, I just don't want to be injured doing this fun sport. And so now I'm kind of out. I'm like, you know what? Stick to the sports with a net. Pickleball, volleyball, golf.
It is tough. They start dropping like flies in this age. I have a buddy who tore his ACL playing pickup basketball, and he's
That
like, "I'll
sucks.
never touch a basketball again in my life." And you're like, "Yeah, if that happens, it's tough to like. You want to make a comeback so you can play rec sports. It's like it just ruins your life at this age."
We have a friend who she was pretty firm that when she turned 30, she would never sprint again.
A girl said that. That's lame. So I did a fun.
Why not?
No, that's bad.
Doesn't
I did a
wanna-
fun
that's
sports
just
thing.
wanna hurt
I'm
herself.
getting pretty annoyed with some of my fellow buddies because we did a guys' night fantasy football. It's already happening. Yes, fantasy football's back.
It's not back.
It's the
You guys
fantasy
just
fantasy football. We did a combine. We did like a competition night to decide the draft order. Because, the season starts in a couple months, but we got to decide the draft order. Then we have to get together to decide this upcoming season's rules. Then we got to draft. So there's numerous nights on the calendar that it is what it is.
yeah.
And we
very
did
necessary.
like a 40-yard dash competition.
Yeah, I love
And did all that.
that.
It was fun. And and so these guys are sprinting. We had one guy do the hammy halfway through. That we got that in. So that was definitely gonna happen. And some guys more than others. But I was like, well, how are we gonna? You can't like time it, right? It's the 40. I was like, should we just all maybe we line up and do a few races and kind of crown the winner?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing this once and once only. I was like, all right, we're 30, not 50. We should be able to like run for 40 yards.
The players we're drafting are the same age as us.
That's what-
they can do it.
That's what's starting to annoy me actually. Is I feel like I turned 30 and because I hadn't sprinted in a long time and I did a sprint like a year ago. I think just like, hey dude, I'm faster than you. Let's race. And you're like, oh my gosh, my legs feel like they might fall off. I'm not this old yet. So I try to do my strengths. Because I saw some stat. It said something like 95% of adults will never sprint again in their entire life after age 30. It's something
really?
crazy like that. Yeah. And
Don't become a statistic.
Think about it. Don't become a statistic.
Wow.
And sprints are a great workout. It's easy, and it just, when my kid's gonna be 6. He's like, run with me, daddy. I'm like, I'm too old for this.
95.
LeBron is gonna be dunking at age. He'll still be playing at age 45. We can do it. Okay. So everyone go out, do a sprint.
I get
Stretch first.
Warm up.
Well, do you want to stretch with cold muscles?
Warm up.
Warm up.
Calisthenics, stretch.
Jog, light
Jog.
sprint, and then finally do that one sprint.
Non-static stretching.
Do a single 40-yard sprint and feel how horrible you feel after, and I hope it's a wake-up call. That's what happened to me. You sprint for 40 yards, and you go, oh my gosh. I used to do this for hours straight.
Just for fun.
And now I'm going to die. So
we
had a good time.
I saw a video that it was like every year on his son's birthday, he like races him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like
He doesn't hold back.
Yeah, you should do that with Thomas.
Deal.
That could be fun. I get annoyed at my friends because when we get together to play sports, they're like, all right, we have exactly, this many people. These are the teams. I'm like, should we invite someone else, or have someone kind of, should we make the teams more even? Or what if someone gets hurt? And people will be like, oh, here he goes, jinxing it. I'm like, I hope no one gets hurt, but we're all in our 30s. Like, could we just acknowledge it could happen?
I tell you what.
Can I plan for it?
I hate the jinx stuff, superstition stuff.
Yeah.
Manifestation. People are like, I believe if you put out good energy, you get it back. No, you don't.
What are you, a magnet?
Yeah. No. think of how much good energy a lot of people put across the world, and they live in a civil war.
Yeah.
They're like, well, they're not manifesting peace enough. Shut up, Brittany.
Keanu Reeves puts out a lot of good energy. Have you looked at what's happened around his life?
Oh,
Everybody
terrible.
dead.
Yeah, the Kennedy family.
Yeah.
All of my cousins, uncles.
Yep.
Yeah.
In rivers, car crashes.
They try to do the right thing.
Good stand-up people.
Dead.
No, I don't. That drives me nuts. You just people act like you say a jinx or a thing or manifest. You're manifestation.
No.
Good.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Straight
good.
to the point.
yeah. Yeah, that's the worst. Watching football. All right. He's made 9 of these like 45-yard field goals. Oh,
Well, now he's not.
thanks a lot.
That's not how the world works. How prideful are you? You think someone could speak in this living room in Kansas and affect an NFL player? They don't care about you at all. They don't even care about their own girlfriend. Think how easily they'll hit you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Shut up. But yeah, what'd you do this weekend? Besides get beat up and beat people.
Got beat up, got some soot. I originally, I was like, hey, I can't make the Tulsa show. It's got to be grand.
It did cross. I didn't want to text you because I'm like, I'm sure he's dealing with enough. Because I was like, Friday night we're gonna come get us Bowl, and then we kind of noticed I don't think there's any plans to open it. So I was like, he's figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna text you like, what's happening?
And I had figured, I was like, I'm sure you found someone to replace me. So it's not like, I'm back in. And like, can you call that other guy and tell him never? So I was like, yeah, it's fine. But yeah, it turns out that was the dumbest thing I could have possibly said to say that publicly. Like, this is going to be the grand opening. I mean, just anything that can go wrong has gone wrong. And
I thought about it too, because aren't you all going out of town for like a week?
Yep. Yeah, that's a bummer. Family cruise. No, to the point I'm at now, that'll be fine because I think a lot of stuff is just going to take even longer. I don't need to get all into it, but yeah, Bondi. You could follow just the Instagram, and that's how you'll be up
Coming
to date.
soon.
Yeah, coming soon
So
in the next.
You're saying
3 years.
You're starting to understand because I feel like I'll follow. I'm a big foodie guy. You'll see,
Yeah.
be like, this restaurant's coming. I'm like, oh, when? It's like coming soon. I always be like, when?
Tell me now.
So now, are you saying you understand when a restaurant says coming soon for like months and months? Like we promise it's soon because they're probably every day like, oh my gosh, we have another issue.
Yeah.
We can't open. Yeah.
I'm a little more gracious to that. What it is, it's just like permitting. I'm not gracious to that. Why is the permitting takes so long?
Oh, yeah.
I'm good. Like, I'm approved by the health department. I have my sales tax. I have my business entity. Like, I've done everything. I have insurance everywhere. Workers' comp. I've done everything. Legally, I could sell bowls, but it's just like the permitting, all this stuff takes. Well, who knows how long?
I can't imagine. Yeah, it took us a year of permits to do a single like rental house. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
You
for
guys
an
know.
actual.
So it might have been a little
Business.
short-sighted of me to think, yeah, we'll be up and running soon. So
All right,
I don't know. Later
Coming
this summer.
soon.
All right.
At some
Coming
point.
soon.
I'll be there.
We'll be there.
Thanks, guys.
Just drinking a Big D.
Excuse
In
me?
honor of Derek.
In
Liquid
honor
death.
of Derek.
Call this Liquid D, Liquid Death,
Derek's Liquid D.
natural
I
artesian
don't like any of this.
water.
This is what they ask
It
us to
looks
say.
What a crazy energy drink, crazy beer. No, it's pure, delicious water. And they don't just have water, they have sparkling waters, iced teas, flavored sparkling waters, and we love drinking them here at the studio.
If you're wondering if it's good, hey, what's that sound like? Sound like an empty can? I don't know if it did, but it is.
It'll brutally murder your thirst, and their infinitely
There it
recyclable
was.
cans are here to bring death to single-use plastic bottles. Liquid Death also donates a portion of profits from every can sold to help kill plastic pollution. Katie, hey, you've been talking our legs off during this ad read. Why don't you finish it with the call to action?
I don't really have a voice left. I've been talking so much, but you can get free shipping of Liquid Death's Mountain Water, flavored sparkling, and iced tea 8-packs.
Derek, scroll down, please. Other way.
It's the light.
Nice.
With Amazon Prime, or grab a can or a case at your local 7-Eleven, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, or Instacart, my favorite. Go to liquiddeath.com/Trey to check out all their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest retailer. That's liquiddeath.com/Trey,
liquiddeath.com/Trey.
Good job, you guys. It's really cute.
Yeah, so I had a nice guys night. We have more fantasy nights, and so Katie has a girls trip coming up. Well deserved, but I don't know. I think guys, everyone knows guys love their guys trips. Guys are they're way better at putting together a fun night, in my opinion. Girls, they're like, let's get together, and they go, oh, love you, support you. Yes, go on. And they just do
Rachel,
this. They do this. They love it. They sit around, and I was like, what'd you do? We sat here, right here for hours, and we went, and then guys were running around. I don't get to know them better at all.
I was going to say, you guys don't know each other at all.
Fun. Like the Tulsa show, I was like, oh, Katie was amazing. I saw so many old friends. We had such a good time. She's like, what'd you do after the show? I said, I sat next to him at a blackjack table for 5 hours, and we didn't talk. We had so much fun together. So much.
You don't even know him.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I feel
It was a blast.
when guys make plans, we will go out and for sure do the activity. Like, hey, you want to meet up? To play basketball. We're obviously gonna play basketball. When Rachel makes plans, it's like, yeah, we're gonna go coffee tasting and do all this. I'm like, how was the coffee tasting? How was the Starbucks market? Oh, I went over to Catherine's house. We just ended up talking.
We got to talk.
And we just talked for 3
isn't
hours.
this the best.
Yeah, we didn't even get to the talking about what's it called? Book club. You ever done a book club?
I used to be, but
Not a lot of book talking going on.
yeah,
I think
that does happen.
Nope.
That does happen.
Yeah. I would say, how was book club? Well, Abby and I were the only ones who'd read it, so we all just kind of talked for like an hour and a half. It was really
talked,
fun.
yeah. We talked, Abby's. I love the recap of the girls' night. I learned so much about my friends.
Because you don't talk to them.
And I like that it's awesome when we have a good circle of married couples. My buddies know it's like something important happens in their life, and they don't even, we know we don't have to tell each other. It's
He'll
like,
find out.
Our wives will tell you, and they'll
That's
tell you.
That's weird.
Which is
It's
really
helping.
cool. You're like, have you talked to one of our best buds? They just had a baby. She's like, have you talked to him? Is it going? I'm like, no. He hasn't told any of us anything. I think we're on the same page. She is telling you guys a bunch and telling us, and we're really happy for him.
Yeah,
So,
our wives are hanging out, so I'll find out about it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
We're also at the age where, in my friend group, someone's pregnant at all times, and I can't fully keep track. I just know, oh yeah, a couple of them are. I feel like it's a little hard to, I don't see them that often, so I just assume everybody's pregnant.
Yeah, the one only text I got from my best friend who just had a baby was 9 days into fatherhood. He texted our group text. And the last time we hung out for guys' night, we drank this certain beer. And it was 11 a.m. on a Wednesday. He's like, the baby pooped on me. So I said, screw it. And I opened this beer. Cheers, boys. And we all said, love it, man. Welcome to fatherhood. And that's all it was. And we just said, you know what? We felt honored that he contacted us. He felt loved that we said we liked the message, and that's all we need. He's back to being a dad.
The message.
He didn't
I loved it.
acknowledge-
No, I loved it. Sorry.
Oh,
I
wow,
loved it.
wow.
And we all loved it.
You
and
all loved it.
That's, I don't know if this happens in your guys group text, but there's definitely a line where sometimes I even feel weird. It's more than a like for me. It's a love on this text. So I'm going to love it. I could sense the group text is like, whoa, we loved it.
Whoa. I guess that's
wow,
the
wow.
tone he wants to set.
Jeez, dude.
It is funny that the way he acknowledged a baby, it had to be with an inside joke. They have to
Right.
come packaged together.
And kind of
yes,
cheeky,
I have a baby.
I have a baby. It pooped on me. I kind of hate it. I'm drinking. It's like that. And you're like, we know he loves it so much, and we know he's not gonna drink all day. He's having the one.
It's probably just
he's
one.
supportive, but it's funny,
That's great.
cheeky.
Guys
Good.
being guys.
So we have this clip here, though. All the point was girls trips, and these guys got to talking, and I don't know. I think I just want y'all, the Recties, listen, see if these guys have some good points.
Not a big fan of girl strips. Well, it's like, dude, what? There's no such thing.
Exactly. Now, a good woman doesn't want to go.
Do you get for that?
I get a lot for that.
What?
Oh, you're insecure. And so we go back to the old example. You know, I trust the locks on my truck, but that doesn't mean I park it in the ghetto. Why would you put her in that situation? Why would you put her in the atmosphere of those things happening? I'm not a big fan of girl strips.
What?
I didn't know where that was going at any point. How did you find this video?
So I canceled your flights.
Yeah.
You think hey, I love you, baby girl. I trust them locks. You think I'm going to park that in 30A?
Yeah,
For all the
exactly.
guys to see? What he's saying is, hey, I trust my woman, but if she goes on some girl trip, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know.
Sounds like they're in a
it kinda
bad
makes sense, 'cause
marriage.
guess what happened this morning? What'd you wake up to?
Yeah, you had some weird dream that I was texting another guy.
Katie.
Can you believe that?
Katie.
I woke up
He's
sweating.
going to be parking you in the ghetto.
I had the most vivid dream ever that she was texting an MLB
An
baseball player.
MLB.
Katie, come on.
Katie.
Cleat chaser.
Oh, you like them in those little pants? You like those pants? Gosh. Do you ever have a dream so real you wake up and you're like, oh my.
Those suck.
Yeah, I woke up
takes
and I was
2
I
hours
just like reached over. I was like trying to. You're still mine, right? I can't go yard, but I'm here. I don't hit dingers.
You could put me on a pitch clock. I'll do whatever.
Whatever. The most vivid. She's laughing in my face, like, yeah, we text. So what? We
Like,
text.
stop.
I was
The
like,
dream
what?
still feels real.
What?
That's
I don't
the
know.
worst.
Girls trips, man. Hey, he's like, I don't like girls trips. He's like, there's no such thing. He's like, I agree.
What?
Such a quick thing to agree to. Oh, yeah, I acknowledge those aren't real either.
That's wild. I mean, yeah.
I didn't know this about girls trips. Are these guys onto something? Are you guys up to no good down there?
You will never know.
Dang it.
Yes.
I've
That's a good answer.
I've been in cities as a single guy seeing a girl's trip happen, and they've never approached me for mischief. They've never wanted me to unlock their ghetto truck, so to speak. I've been to Nashville.
Dude, I love podcasts like that. It's always in the back of my head. If I really need, if we're really hurting, it's like maybe we just roll the podcast and say the most misogynistic things ever, and there's an audience. There's an audience for it.
That's wild.
There's guys like, women shouldn't work. They should be mothers. And you just roll with it.
For anyone who, is, for whatever reason, might be bothered by the way sometimes we compare men and women, know that there's a lot of those podcasts that exist that actually think women might be
They're
like
not
less
kidding, yeah.
valuable than men.
That they should be just trapped in their home. They can't even go on vacation.
They can't hang out with
Not
their
unless
friends.
I'm there.
Yeah, ew.
Ew. Gross.
We did go on vacation though. We finally went.
Oh yeah.
You're right. We haven't talked about that. Miami.
We did. We finally
Oh
went.
my goodness, we had a great time. We went to Carbone. Mm-hmm. We saw two famous people on our few day trip.
Would I
Very
know them?
exciting. You
Are they on masterclass.com?
I actually don't know if you know either of them. I knew them. You
Reality TV show stars.
you definitely know. I think you know both. We went to Carbone. Have you heard of that?
I have.
See, it's
sounds
a
inappropriate.
famous restaurant that's like the New York City. They're around. It's like very yummy, very fun. But it's like the classic. You
Italian.
go,
Oh,
you're gonna
great.
see a famous person there. Type
really?
of. It's like the trendy thing.
Like a Nobu, but maybe newer.
Exactly. Good comparison. Around Italian, very good. So we went to the Miami. I thought it was very good.
That was
And
very
we
good.
saw the famous person there. The one we saw, pretty famous, not really. Armando Baycott.
Who is that?
Oh, you don't know. North Carolina big man.
Oh,
All-time
really?
leading rebounder. Beat Tyler Hansborough's record.
I was gonna
You haven't seen
guess
this.
like the CEO of I don't know.
You don't watch March Madness or anything.
I guess I don't know that name. What was
He
his
was
name?
there, that was
Armando.
I mean, he's tough to miss. He's 7 foot.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna
looks-
say he was so tall. I mean,
He was there, man. Good to see you in Miami. And then staying at our hotel in Miami was, pretty sure you know this person, but I could see you not. Amber Rose.
Oh yes,
Mm-hmm.
she was at the same hotel as you.
Yes. And the funny part is she's been one of the random celebs who's like followed me for years and
Really?
commented and even like shared on her story. Oh, don't Google her images. She
Safe search.
and so she was over there. I was like, oh my God. She kind of walked right by us and I wasn't going to be like, Amber. but she knows me at least on Instagram.
She said something?
I was like, she didn't.
Dang.
But I did. I want to give Katie a heads up. I was like, in case this interesting looking woman comes up all friendly, I want you to know I didn't pull you and text her.
Yeah, you were like,
The MLB
"Hey,
player's
Amber."
name was Alan, by the way. Alan, spelled differently than our buddy Alan.
Thank goodness.
Oh,
That's a whole
Good
thing
mess.
you-
Because I remember it because I typed it in the phone. Look, I was like, let me see your phone. Let me see the text.
Yeah.
And she had deleted them. And I was like, you deleted them, didn't you? She's like, yeah, I did.
And you
I
wrote
want
Alan from
read
your
'em.
phone.
But we were flirting. She was so brash.
Katie.
Sounds just like
There
me,
was a
doesn't
morning,
it?
yeah. There was a morning where I cheated on you in your dreams, and you legit were mean to me for 2 hours.
I actually was,
I
yeah.
was like, what's happening? Oh, great. Dreams are fun. So we had a great time, just chilling.
We did. It was
Did a
really
little-
nice. Good weather. We went on a boat for an afternoon.
Just slept in.
Yeah, lots of sleep. It was really nice. Lots of good dinner.
Yeah,
Ate a lot of
not
food.
much to it. Oh, I ate so much. That's one of my favorite parts of vacation is I struggle to kind of like just sit there,
Relax.
It's like I'm trying to relax. I want to, and I feel like so sometimes I struggle with vacation, but when I do love it is I switch. I totally flip the switch, and I'm like I don't care about health and wellness at all. I'm not gonna work out. I mean, what's that on the menu? I'll have a brownie right now. You name it, I'll have it. Just go nuts. And
Wow.
then I
You
felt
are-
really bad, but
You really struggle to relax. It's one of those where like, okay,
Well,
I'm like, let's
I struggle to
relax.
sit there. I'm relaxing.
No, it's not relaxing. I look over and he's like, just
I don't know what the answer is because I don't know what I want to do, but
yeah, it's pretty brutal, honestly.
but we took a 5 a.m. flight to get there, which is
Yeah.
an interesting journey for our marriage.
Wow.
It was the only direct, and I'm so layovers are so annoying. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? Let's suck it up and do it. And
It is funny. We joked about it before we even got on this flight, like days before. Trey's like, I can't wait for this. And I said, don't talk to me. I'm not going to talk to you at 4 a.m. I'm just not. Like, that's not when I'm like, chipper and want to have conversation.
Yeah.
And we're on the way to the airport. And he's like, is this trip, are you not going to talk to me this trip? I'm like, I'm not right now.
is this what it is? This is what's gonna be?
Catch me in a few hours, but not right now.
How was Thomas waking up at 3:30?
He didn't go with us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a vacation,
Yeah,
man.
Duh.
it was
We're-
just us. So grandparents were here. So he just woke up and they were here. And
We did a really good job. We took all the melatonin and this and that, and we're asleep by probably like 9. So
Nowadays, I feel like every time I go to a pickleball court, whether I'm playing with Rachel, playing with my friends, the entire courts are full, first of all. And second of all, full with like beginners. Like everyone is discovering how great pickleball is all of a sudden. And everyone has like cheap, crappy Amazon paddles. And I just want everyone to like enjoy the nice, high quality carbon fiber pickleball paddles that FridayPickle.com offers. You guys know I have a pickleball company. We make paddles. They're affordable and high quality. It's the best of both worlds. You can get 2 really, really nice paddles for only $98 if you use code FRIDAY with 2 Y's. The Y's are at the end if you don't know. How to
Oh,
spell
okay,
Friday.
thank you,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not one at the beginning. And they're so much better than anything you could find on Amazon. If you're just getting into it, you recently became obsessed. These are the paddles for you. Get one for your partner, one for your grandma, one for whoever, your dead dog. I don't care. FridayPickle.com. Get yourself 2 paddles.
there are 11 cities left on the Grow Up Comedy Tour. It's been a great, great year. Can't wait to see the rest of y'all. Don't miss it. Portland, Maine, Rutland, Vermont, Albany, New York coming up in a couple of weeks. Then going over to Lexington, Kentucky, Goshen, Indiana, and Hammond, Indiana, outside of Chicago.
Dubai?
No, don't.
dang.
Yeah, you're great. Yeah.
They would love our comedy.
Yeah. Boise, Idaho, Thousand Oaks, California, Valley Center, California, Reno, Nevada to start August. And then our very last show of the tour in Durham, North Carolina. I can't wait to get to these cities. Some I've never been to. Some are ones that I told my agents, hey, the tour's ending, but I got to go to these cities like Boise or Durham, Portland. So Trey.com/tour. Tickets are going fast. A couple of these are about to sell out. And it's going to be a great, great time. Okay. Jake will be at almost all of these.
Yep.
And it's the end of the tour. Then we got to have a baby. So Trey.com/tour. See y'all then. I do want to touch on the documentary I watched. I watched this documentary purposely on my, I think it Travels on the Road or something when Katie wasn't around because I don't know if Katie would have watched it. I think you would have loved. I missed
about
your
Major League
commentary.
Baseball.
I really wanted
Yeah.
Katie's commentary. I don't know if Rachel does this when you watch shows. Katie loves to just be like, "Oh my god, I cannot believe she's doing that." You just be watching. She's like, Oh, I mean, why in the world would you do like that's crazy? And she'll just do little comments, and it's kind of fun. And I'll also be like, "This is if someone wrote this." I don't know.
It's fictional.
But this is a documentary, so she would have really loved it.
Ooh.
But Tell Me You Love Me, Derek. No one's seen it. Oh,
No.
so the Recties who've seen it, no, it's. I won't ruin it, but we should watch and discuss it. I've thought about it so much. I felt like no documentaries challenged my brain more or freaked me out more. But it's a black man who's has cerebral palsy and is severely mentally disabled.
Okay.
And so, he can't walk, he can't talk. He's taken care of by his mother and his brother. And this woman comes along, and there's this kind of new technology of how to help maybe some of these people communicate who have problems like this, and maybe. Okay. And so it's this kind of system where you slowly build them up to where they type on a keyboard, and you kind of assist because they don't have great motor functions.
Okay. And
you help them type out. And this man was really, it seems, communicating.
Okay.
And this woman is spending so much time with him, helping him learn. She falls in love with him.
She does?
Yes.
Able-bodied, able-minded, falls in love. Okay.
So, of course, people are kind of like, I mean, look at him. What do you mean? But she's arguing like, well, look at how he's speaking. This man is fully intact. He's just trapped in this body that can't do what he wants.
Okay, so not mentally disabled.
Well, that's where it gets crazy, and you have to watch it.
Because he can't really communicate well. So, like,
well, then there's this argument of she's assisting him.
She is creating.
Is she subconsciously directing his thoughts and creating? She's like, I'm falling in love with this man. I mean, he's so, she's communicating. She's like, he's so eloquent with what he's saying, da da da. And then it became kind of this like, I think this is bogus. This crazy woman's having a conversation with herself via this guy. And so it becomes like a police get involved because they have physical
stuff.
And so now it becomes like, is he really? And it just becomes
that's
a
really
conversation. And so
fascinating.
in my head, I was like 99% sure, like this is some crazy white chick who needs to be locked up. But then there's a part of you like, or is she just the one lady like patient enough and able to communicate?
Miracle
and
worker.
is this guy actually trapped? And in his head, he's sitting there like, oh my gosh, I
can't believe someone loves me and like wants to be with me.
That or like the mom's like, you're crazy, get away from us. I'm gonna take care of my handicapped child. But is this grown man really trapped? Like that, and I feel like I thought about it all the time. It freaked me out so much, but it's a really, really interesting, like complicated story.
That's cool. It seems like they should have someone else come and like guide his hand and see if the language gets a little different.
That's what they do, and they definitely, like I said, it's pretty obvious she is just crazy and completely committed a crime. But then there's like weird moments where, well, he worked with this other person that wasn't me, and she assisted him to type a paper on a book that he read and she didn't, and it's like accurate to what the book. So then there's data here that shows maybe he read this book, retained it, and wrote a paper on it.
Wow.
But then other times they're like, the doctor would do a study and be like, says the word fridge, and he's like, point to the image of a fridge, and he like points to like a frog, and it's like, I think he's very. So you're just like,
That's cool. That's psychological.
What's going on? Oh, it's
thriller.
So much.
That's fun.
Freak me out.
So that kind of, speaking of being nonverbal, I have a little situation on my hands. I need you guys to help me out if I'm being scammed or not. This is an elaborate, or not elaborate one, but it's a confusing one. It's not very easy to tell. So
Happy to help.
I got an email 3 days ago from someone inquiring to be a video editor for Friday Pickleball. They said, hey, I came across your channel. The first bit of it looks very copied and pasted. It doesn't look legit at all. But then they link
Java Monster.
They link who they also edit for. And it's like, all right, well, it seems like that might be a little more legit. I respond, hey, yeah, we might be able to figure something out here. What'd you have in mind? The next day, she emails Sunday morning at 5 a.m. I'd like to know if you want me to do anything that is better than what you're already doing. How long do you think the videos would be? And then that was at 5 a.m. that day. At 6 p.m. that night, this is a Sunday, follow up. Hey, following up, is there a better platform where you guys will be more responsive and we can have a constant chat? Like, back off, lady. It's Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
So I respond, hey, it's Sunday. We don't respond that much. And then we get chatting a little more. I said, would you mind sharing this person who you edit for, his contact info? It's like a reference. Can I get to know him? She said, I can't share his contact info without asking him, but I can contact his manager. And here are some proofs. Sends me some screenshots of her like editing his videos. I'm like, all right, this looks like a little more legit, I guess. Like if you were going to claim you edit for someone, but then you have like, I don't know, these pictures, it seems a little more legit. I say, great. There's a little bit of some broken English in here. And she's emailing me at 5 a.m. on a Sunday. So I'm thinking maybe she's international. Where are you located? I'm in Pennsylvania. Ah, all right. So why
Just the state. Yeah.
Just the state. And then we start talking more specifics about what I want to edit and what I want her to edit. And then she says, this is how much I charge. We could do this. And I say, great. Before I get into business with anyone, I'd like to have I'd like to have a phone call with you. I'd like to get to know you a little bit. Here's where it gets fun. That would work for me. I didn't tell you this, but I have a speech disorder. I'll be very happy if you keep this on text. Any other platform be fine too. But if that's too important, I can have my associate in loop. I'm also up to listen to you and type my thoughts over messages. Like, okay, she seems still willing to chat, but not physically communicate. So I just don't, I'm like, what's the scam here?
What's the very first email? Any typos, what's the subject of the very first email? I feel like that if it says something like, kindly hoping for your cooperation.
Okay. Subject line says, video editor to make your videos better.
That's on the line, yeah. That's
Yeah,
on the line.
everything is on the line.
Yeah.
Just on the
What's
fence.
her name?
Stella. Kind of a dog's name.
Could
on the
you
line, too.
Google her? Do you have a last name?
I could Google her. I could try that. I DM'd the guy she supposedly edits for. I'm going to try to get in touch with him. So I respond to that. I say, sorry to hear about your speech disorder. Are you unable to speak at all?
That sucks.
Trey.
Is that what you said? Yeah.
I said, does that have to be a long conversation? I'm going to need to speak to you before we do business together.
Because what's the play, right? Like, I guess
I'm trying to figure out what is the end scam
finally
here.
edit this for me. Here are video files, and then
Does she just
What
want
is
to
she
take
just-
your video files?
Or is going to ask for the money up front. I'm like, where is the
what's the scam?
the sale coming? I don't know. She said, so I said, are you unable to speak at all? She said, I do. But this, so that's what I'm saying. She said, I do. But this has been a trauma from the start. And the reason for me not being confident in myself.
Oh, that's getting a little.
I don't know.
What's scary is is that all AI? What if it's all just
I'm not talking
even
to anyone.
They're
testing out. I don't know who I'm
the
talking
trauma
to
from the start.
Yeah, but then she's like, "Hey, I could have you get in touch with John's manager if you want to. If that would make you feel more comfortable." So I'm like, "Well, now it makes me believe you again. You're so easy. You want us? I don't know." And so, yeah, then I got Scott and Isaac. I was like, go look at all these emails. Like, am I an idiot? Like, what's happening here? Isaac says 100% scam. Scott says, maybe it's he said, maybe it's a girl that's a fantastic editor that can't say her R's. So they're on either side.
I'm not sure. I guess at some point, maybe she'll finally hit you with like, all right, yeah, I just get paid up front, and then I'll just get after it. And you're like, all right, well, now I know it's a scam.
Maybe that's where it's coming, but yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, we
She's
should
got me
try
on the
to
ropes.
interview her on the pond. It's just me talking to you. You
write stuff down.
necessary. And she's actually real, and we just bully someone with a problem. You're like, oh no.
Oh jeez, what
That's
have we
the end of this
done?
pond. Just fine. We'll fire Derek, and you can step in.
Sorry, we'll get you a job.
We'll get you a job.
We'll figure something out. Thursday paddle ball.
Keep us posted.
Yeah,
I'm not sure on that one.
it really could go either way.
Not sure at all. Let's get to some segments. It's 4th of July week.
Back it up, Terry.
You have any 4th of July plans?
Yeah, I'm going down to Lewisburg, Kansas, where we made a viral video back in the day.
Yes.
Good old
Wait, what's their mascot?
Wildcats.
Yep.
Cats. Scratch them. Mm-hmm. And we got a friend down there they live on like a bunch of land in a pond, and might dip
the 4th of July way.
the stitches in it. You know, that was actually one thing they specifically told me not to do. Like, don't get it in any like dirty water. I was like, what about a pond?
Pond in Lewisburg.
Yeah.
Definitely don't do that.
So
I
you're right on
I have a stitch too. I got a biopsy. What's it called?
A bopsy?
What's it called?
You got a bopsy? Oh, you got a bopsy?
You know what?
Thomas, do you
I
get
have
Bobsy?
Did you
I
get a
have a
bopsy
speech
after you did a bunk?
I wish I was married to Stella. She would get me. So I got a little. I've never had one, so I have a single stitch in me. You got any stitches?
Not currently.
Loser.
Nope, I do not.
Where's your stitch?
Just on my back.
Just one in the back?
Yeah, I've never had it. Katie's had some.
They did a deep biopsy then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't stitch every biopsy,
Does he not know what he's doing?
every bopsy. Well, maybe it's because you got a bopsy, not a biopsy.
Those are two different things.
Yeah.
See.
I will say, last night in urgent care, they're throwing on the word suture. That was a new word for me.
Yeah, just say stitches.
Yeah, I was very curious about
gonna be
that.
all fancy
I was like,
here.
that sounds aquatic. They got a good laugh out of that. And then I was asking how to spell it. I was very curious about the word suture. Figured it out there. Derek, your daughter got sutures yesterday too, right?
Yeah, big accident prone.
Not even
weekend.
fireworks
A lot of
related.
stitches in the crew. That's pretty cool.
My oldest was riding a bike and got in a little accident, and I usually like jog to there when she falls, pick her back up. But then she got up and I saw like blood all over her. It was one that gushed. So right below her lip on her chin, she has 3 stitches. So
Oh, man.
one more than the boppy, but
Yeah, big time.
yeah.
3, how much you get?
2,
Wow, okay.
3, 2, 1. Look at us.
Wow.
You should beat us, dadgummit. I'm going to go get a couple more.
I was going to say, I hope I'm not the number 4.
Don't jinx it.
How did your daughter do when they sprayed like the antiseptic stuff in?
They held up something for like an hour on her to numb it. So I don't know if it's different than the spray.
Oh, gotcha.
It was like a cloth because they didn't want to do a shot right there.
Oh.
So this was like to clean it. They had to do that first. That was worse than almost anything I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
Just spraying whatever that hand sanitizer was in my open cut.
Straight alcohol.
Oh, I'd rather be shot.
Yeah.
There's no way that hurts more than that.
Okay, are you concerned about the scarring right there on your face?
Not too much. I guess I've never had.
I'm just
You should be. Well, you should be.
any girl getting stitched on her
'Cause
face would be concerned
I would be
about that.
freaking out.
Yeah.
I guess if it happens right there, I mean, I don't know how much I can really do about it. So, and I've also never had stitches before, so I don't even know what to expect. Like, is it gonna be gnarly or not? Either way, I don't know. People are following me because they like the way my face looks. So
Are they
Yeah.
like disintegrating kind, or you gotta go get them out?
dissolvable. 'Cause,
Dissolvable.
Yeah.
Oh, you're supposed to get mine off.
Okay.
One
You-
popsy.
2 weeks.
You said my wife can do it.
The guy was like, 2 weeks, you can come back. He's like, or like someone in.
That's what it.
It's not hard. It's
yeah, you
one
just cut 'em
stitch.
out, yeah.
So I was like, I'm coming back. She'll do it.
Did
And
they
I
send you
trust
home with the like the tools to stitch? Because we got sent home with them because they said we don't clean them anymore. You could just take them.
You give me like a crochet kit to go home with.
Not sure what to do with them, but
It's something up in Liberty.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe a few rounds of ammunition too. Just, you know,
Keeps people
keep
coming
the
back.
change, yeah.
I was very glad mine were dissolvable because I'm doing I'm thinking, all right, a week from now, I'm going to be on a cruise ship. Am I going to have some
Yeah.
doctor on a cruise ship? Like, all right, now hang on.
Who's the doctor?
Let's wait till it gets calm and then we'll cut these out.
just make sure you don't get any sun on it.
Okay, is that how it gets
That'll
scarred?
for sure scar it. Yeah.
It also feels like I shouldn't put sunscreen right on it either, right? It feels bad.
Big bucket hat weekend.
Yeah.
for you.
Big hat
Bucket hat
guy.
weekend.
Yeah.
That's right. But we're
Yeah.
we're just
That's
gonna
funny.
chill. We have Kenny Chesney concert. I'm so excited. We got a babysitter. Big night out. Is Big Mama gonna last all night?
I'm unsure, honestly. I don't know if it's like her position right now or what, but I mean, last night going to bed, I was kind of struggling. Right now, I can't get comfortable. It's just like she's sitting weird in there.
Yeah, she got the pregnant girl yips. I don't know what to call it. Like every now and then it's rare. She's tough, but she just starts pacing like I don't like it. I just can't. No, I can't. I don't want. I'm like, lay down. No, that doesn't feel good. I'm like, sit up. It's like that also hurts. And she was just. I was like, I don't know what you want me to do.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just every once in a while I feel like it's like I'm fine, and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so uncomfortable and I can't do anything about it.
This is a legitimate question. How in control are you of like the baby's position in there? Like if you hung upside down off the monkey bars long enough, could you rearrange her position or like?
I mean,
Could you massage?
you can, like, they do tell you, like, if your baby is in, not in the right position, like, lay on your side to get him more this way or
Oh, great.
whatever.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know if it's, like, an accurate. Like, it's, like, hopefully this works.
What if you could put some music to one side and like maybe they will like they'll want to go towards it or something?
I mean, maybe. I mean, she definitely, like, I know doing certain movements, she's going to move in some way.
Jumping jacks.
Yeah, if I'm, yeah. No, but when I, like, lay on my side, I feel like, she's kind of, like, readjusting almost.
Wow. What a world
But
she's in right now. She's just
Not, I was thinking about, I mean, yeah, it's just funny. Thomas is starting to get it, I think, like, to a small degree, where I've really talked about, like, there's going to be a baby here. She's in my belly. And so he's, like, started, like, kissing my belly, which is sweet.
great.
But I don't think he really understands what's going
It's
on.
a new thing.
Yeah.
He kisses Trey's belly too.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like, it's so big now. I guess that's what we do with it. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you just never know what you teach him. I went up to him and patted his head like a dog. I was just being goofy. I was like, good boy. Mm-hmm. And then he's like immediately wanted to do it to me. And so now, for some reason, does it to her. He just wallops her on the head. So now I have to like, all right, stop doing that. He just come up to her like, smiling and start going, good. Like trying to say good boy and just
Slapping me in the face.
like, okay, sorry, that's my bad. I accidentally taught him that. Segments. I got a dramatic reading, a 4th of July themed dramatic reading, or backyard barbecue at least, which we'll all be doing. If you could cue this up for me, Derek, this is going to be a good time.
Good jingle. I'm excited.
Barbecue rules. Steak emoji, fire emoji, salt emoji, pork chop emoji. We're about to enter barbecue season. Therefore, it's important to refresh your memory on the etiquette of this sublime outdoor cooking activity. This is a Facebook post,
Sublime.
by the way. When a man volunteers to do the barbecue, the following chain events are put into motion.
Okay.
Number 1, the woman buys the food. Number 2, the woman makes the salad, prepares the vegetables, and makes dessert.
This is not where I thought this was going.
Excuse me. Focus on that cheesecake. 3, the woman prepares the meat for cooking, places it on a tray along with the necessary cooking utensils and sauces, and takes it to the man who is lounging beside the grill, beer in hand.
Ew.
This is gross.
4, the woman remains outside the compulsory 3-meter exclusion zone.
Hold on.
Where,
I think he's a surgeon.
where
She
the-
will have the tools ready for me.
where the testosterone and other manly bonding activities can take place without the interference of the estrogen. Here comes the important part. 5, the man places the meat on the grill. 6, the woman goes inside and organizes the plates. 7, the woman comes out to tell the man that the meat is looking great. He thanks her and asks if she will bring another beer while he flips the meat.
Why is there dialogue?
After eating, the woman clears the table and does the dishes. And most important of it all, everyone praises the man and thanks him for his efforts.
I thought it was going to go godly. It's just human man. Praise him.
12, the man asks the woman how she enjoyed her night off. And upon seeing her annoyed reaction, concludes that there's just no pleasing some women.
This guy's a psychopath? I actually think I know a guy who might have written this. I have one guy in mind.
That was disgusting.
That's back and forth. I think we've all witnessed that 4th of July.
I haven't.
That's pretty funny.
That is.
Where'd
Who does it
you
all?
find that?
How'd you like taking it easy tonight, babe? I'll do it for you. There is a bit of I've seen that happen. The man grills and he goes, wow, amazing. It's like, well, she did 90% of it.
Yeah, he just flipped
He just
a
went-
couple things over. She prepared the plate and the utensils outside of the compulsory area with the testosterone.
I'm
That's
ready.
it.
I'm grilling. I'm hitting the grill. 4th of July.
Is that a Facebook
Yeah.
post with like a lot of shares, or is this
Yeah,
just like a
what-
guy from
yeah.
high school? Or
Sitting by a recti. I'm not gonna name any names.
okay, dramatic readings are so great. Please send more of them in.
They're always
especially
the best.
Facebook.
The email,
I mean-
correct@trainer.com for all your submissions.
I
They're
just
great.
feel really bad for this man's wife.
You have
Yeah.
a dramatic reading too?
I do actually send in by a rec deed to my Instagram. Yep, this is an Instagram caption, if it helps you imagine it. The visuals are just kind of a video out by looks like some bluffs next to a lake. Okay, if that helps.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep. Five days ago, Timmy is gone. Nothing feels right. I do not feel okay. A world where Timmy does not exist is not a world I want to believe in. Warning. This post is morbid and raw. This post is to help me grieve. Help me work through the tsunami of soul-crushing emotions I am feeling. We would never have gone on a family adventure like this and not made a video of it. Sorry, I'm confused. We would never have not gone, whatever. So even though it sucks sharing our deepest, most painful experience of our life, it only felt right to document Timmy's final adventure.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care if people think it's weird that we took his body on an adventure after he passed away. We felt it was the best way to honor him and the adventures we shared.
They took a human body?
I have never believed in an afterlife, Trey. As much as I do now.
Oh.
Twist. It's the only thing getting me through this. Thinking about being reunited with him. Hoping that now he is able to enjoy all of his favorite things again. I hope he's running around. I hope he got his eyesight back.
This is a dog, right?
What kind of? I believe in afterlife. I mean, they could still be blind, so my afterlife's not perfect, but might as well believe in the good one. Yeah.
Yeah, you just started, believing in the idea of heaven. At least have it be a best case scenario.
Yeah.
I hope he got his eyesight back and can watch every sunset. Okay, there's sunsets. I hope he has the most magical flowers.
Yeah, that's such an annoying afterlife. It's like perfect. There's no sunsets, you idiot.
Yeah, I can see, but what's the point? I hope he has the most magical flowers and smells wherever he is. I hope he dreams even bigger. Oh, he still dreams. And goes on adventures he no longer could hear with us. Here spelled incorrectly. I can't help but feel like I betrayed my best friend, my son. I feel an overwhelming mixture of guilt, anger, devastation, and regret. It is absolutely soul-crushing. I just pray that Timmy knows I would have carried him to the end of the world and back if I thought that was what's best for him. Let me just skip through this. Holy cow, this is so long.
Oh, wow. It's still going.
I listened because I knew I was blinded by my love. I trusted when our friends would say, "That poor dog. He doesn't even seem to be there anymore. He has no quality of life anymore.
Poor dog. Oh my God.
He can't do anything."
Euthanize him. Please, Shelly. Is that a corpse you have on the Southwest flight? This is wrong.
It is funny that she added in her friends' quotes. One more time. She's, I trusted when our friends would say, "That poor dog. He doesn't even seem to be in there. He has no quality of life. He can't do anything." I trusted our vet when he said, the Timmy we know no longer exists. I trusted him when he pulled us aside and said if we were his children, he would advise us to let him go. It was truly the best thing to do for Timmy. Then I just don't understand why I feel so guilty. I need Timmy to know we only did what we thought was best for him, even though
the character limit on Instagram these days.
My heart may never recover from this decision. I love you forever and always, Timmy. I can't wait to see you again.
Is there a photo of a dead dog?
It's a video of them holding its paws a lot, and
it's a nice reel.
Yeah, they're cuddling with this dead dog a lot.
Oh, they're both crying. I mean,
they set up the camera. It looks like 7 different angles.
Oh my gosh, they have a dead dog on the beach.
They're cuddling with his dead dog from 7 different angles. They took it paddleboarding, and so apparently she did pull the plug, euthanize the dog, and now she just feels like a murderer.
Is this why we have have you seen all the shark problems in 30A? So we have crazy white people dropping dead dogs into the, "I'm going to miss you, Timmy." The great whites are just having a field day.
She took a dead animal on a vacation?
And that's a beach. She took that on the plane, dude. She had that dog on a plane.
She might have taken the dog
they're at a beautiful, it looks like Hawaii.
Well, we don't know where they live. There's
True.
no that thing.
But they are traveling.
Know where they live
because she said something like, "Had I known, we wouldn't have taken him on this adventure with us. Timmy's final adventure. So they're on
clearly
vacation.
live in Utah.
He died on vacation.
Oh, that's true. It could be that.
They took him to be euthanized.
Maybe that's how he would have wanted it.
Oh, true. That is
Pacific Northwest. It's beautiful here. I don't know where they're at actually.
Oh, I mean,
But-
some people, I understand loving your dog a lot. I understand being devastated by its death, but
Having it in a
gosh.
baggie and pulling its dead paw out.
weekend
is
at Bernie, your dog
too
is
far.
crazy. They weekend at Bernie him.
It's just so much video footage of the dead dog. It's so many different angles. It just, yeah, and it's a shark problem at the end of the day. It's an extra $500 to
Chum in the
cremate
waters.
it. They were like, let's just throw it in there. And I'm sure that video's coming, is when they do finally toss it in the ocean.
Maybe they were in Miami. We saw sharks.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was kind of fun. We were chilling on the beach, and there was a commotion like, "Yo, get out of the water! Get out of the water!" And
Really?
like a 8-10 foot shark was just swimming, 10 feet from shore.
No
Yeah.
way. That's terrifying. I'm going to see what this girl's
Conspiracy
posted
time.
since
Really
then.
conspiracy.
What?
You were telling me about this. A friend, there was this TikTok going around. They're saying in biblical times, there's scriptures that say there's some kind of underwater beast, maybe coming from
It's
the depths that's scaring the sharks to shore.
Oh.
It's part
Conspiracy
of
time.
Revelation. So it's the end of the world.
So maybe it's in the future. Or maybe it already happened. I've never seen a
That's,
shark. Hope I
that's
don't.
a great dramatic reading.
Yeah, that was. Thank you to whichever recti sent that in. It's an all timer.
Holy cow.
Old Timmy. It looks like she's doing better. I'm looking at her other posts. She's back to diving in blue water in a skimpy swimsuit. So I mean,
All right. R.I.P. Timmy. man.
Also, just the thought of having a dog named Timmy. Timmy.
Timmy.
Timbo.
Yeah, he's blind. He's running into walls. Your friends are going, I think you should. Is that dog okay? I think he's done.
I think you should fly off to Seattle and toss him in the water. Film it.
That is some people. I do feel bad. It is cool we do that to dogs. Like this dog is. Let's put him out of his misery, right? These sweet dogs. They've lived their life.
Yep.
Some of these people torture their dog. I'm gonna come out and say it. they get like hit by a car, and they're like, we're gonna. This guy
20 grand for surgery.
Yeah, we're gonna run up a bill. We're gonna keep him alive. The doctor's like, he is in pain all the time. All right, I want you to know that. Like, well, we're gonna do what we can to save him. It's like you should really just get another one. If you love him, he's hurting.
You love him, let him go.
Don't take him paddleboarding. She
You
did
guys need to
post
fly to Hawaii and
just real quick. 2 days ago, she posted, "Life has been a bit heavy lately. I did go visit Timmy."
oh my goodness.
So he's like buried somewhere, I guess. I did go visit Timmy just to talk to him and check in, and she felt peace. So that's good.
oh my gosh, dude.
So
Visiting a dog's graveside is crazy.
Her dead dog
needs a hobby.
yeah, her dead dog is like still inconveniencing her. Like it's like still like I can't go. I have to go visit my dog's gravesite.
He can still see her this as much.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess,
Maybe more,
maybe more.
depending on what afterlife she believes in.
I mean, we think that there was a dog buried in our old backyard.
Really?
There was a tombstone.
There's a little tombstone.
Oh, and
So,
But
like-
we built
squirrels.
onto the house and we excavated it. So
No, we didn't.
yes, we did. We absolutely did.
No, it would have still been under that little tree area.
No, but I made sure. I said, while you're there, why don't you get that out of here?
Ew.
I came over one day and a coyote had dug up something. Maybe that's what it was that one day. I
Ew.
remember he loved that part of your yard.
Okay, let's do a fan video. Again, send them in to correct at TreyKinnon.com. All your submissions, fan videos. Want to hear from the recties. Let's play one of these fan vids. Who do we got, Derek? What's
Okay,
up?
take 4 of Katie's 30 seconds or less stories so I can send this on Instagram. It's got to be 30 seconds or less. So, in reference to people being named things and then never being called that, I'm Gabrielle. I'm the oldest of 3. It's never been Gabby. No nicknames. It's always been Gabrielle. My parents will correct people. My brother's a year younger than me. His name's Patrick, but they introduced Pappy. So now we switch back and forth between Patrick and Pappy. It's super interchangeable. And then my sister is Martha. Has never gone by that. Only Maddie. So, whatever.
Wow, well done.
Well done. Well done.
Wow.
30 seconds.
Explaining
that
the
was her
rules.
4th take. She
Thank
said.
you, Gabby. I think that was her name.
I don't think
That is interesting. That I do respect people. There's a time where I was like annoyed, like, it's like it's Matthew, it's not Matt. I'm like, come on, it's Matt. But some people say, hey, we named her Gabrielle. Call her that.
Yeah.
Gabriella? Sorry. Which one? It was Gabrielle.
I don't know.
I'll just call her Gabby.
Yeah, Gabs.
But I respect that. But I know Pappy is
Pappy's wild. Is he 85 years old already?
some kind of top shelf bourbon.
Pappy wants you to sit on his lap. Come over here.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of nicknames, someone commented on last week's video that they know someone who calls their little boy, his name starts with a D, and they call him Big D.
Big D.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Is that...
My mother-in-law
Add
calls
that
me
to
Big
the-
D.
Your mother-in-law calls you Big D.
Why?
Okay, a little close to.
Yeah, I bet Becca has dreams about that.
Wow, she affectionately calls you that.
Yep, and then her
Big
kids
D.
have explained to her why that's funny, and now she's playing into it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's actually good. You gotta.
Oh, wow.
That's smart. I have a lot of respect for you. You gotta double down on the bit. If
My
I
mom
love
would
to
be
think of that just Big D.
mortified.
Whoa. Always good to see you, Big D. You got that Big D energy. We love it. Like, Mom, I don't think you know what you're saying.
I mean, maybe I did say this, but my old boss, yeah, he sent some meme to like our work group chat that just said BDE. And
With like a guy dancing. Or
yeah,
something.
yeah. And everyone
great.
was like,
Excuse
do
me?
you know what that means? He was like, no, just like it's a celebration, whatever. And someone like side texted
Big
him.
dancing energy.
Yeah. And he immediately responded
Big
like, I am
D.
so appalled. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I said that in a work message.
If that was Derek's mother-in-law, she'd be like, yeah, F yeah, I meant it too. Yeah. That's exactly what I meant to say.
Darn right.
Yeah.
You married a real man, sweetie. Proud of you. Proud of you.
That is crazy. She's doubled down. Either of her moms would be mortified.
If my mom called you Big D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Or if Katie's mom affectionately called you Big D.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
I can't see it.
Let's do one more.
We
One
got to
more.
move up to Liberty. It's fun up there.
It is. Who we got?
Hey, Correct Opinions podcast. You guys are my favorite podcast. I love every Wednesday when I get the notification that there's a new podcast up.
Timmy?
I am Hannah. My name is Hannah. I'm from Goshen, Indiana, and my husband and I are going to see Trey at the Goshen Fairgrounds here soon.
Woo!
Anyway, and yes, we are dog people. Say hi to Katie.
Oh, hello, officer.
Say hi to Katie.
Oh, wow. That felt really personal.
Say hi to Katie.
my gosh.
Say-
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Katie is German
Made me
Shepherd.
feel a
She's
little
like,
weird.
when she has in Goshen, if Katie is there, it's like, hi!
Oh my gosh.
Attack!
Yeah.
It scared me through the camera,
Fire!
honestly.
Sing ahoy, hi, Kathleen Kennedy.
That
Wow,
was scary,
that made me a
man.
little nervous.
All right, Goshen.
I don't know how many people live in Goshen. How funny is that? I love when I get people like Goshen or like Harris, Michigan. I was like, hey, someone's paid me to go to a thing. And it's the Goshen 4-H
Oh.
fair.
I'm excited.
4-H fair. Yeah, Goshen is a town in Indiana with a population of 35,000 people. So we got one of them.
There's
Listen to the
one.
podcast. Thanks for being there. I know it should be really fun. I've done one fair before.
Yes, we
and
did.
I think that one was like a decent sized fair. I think this one's gonna be bigger, man. It's gonna be
No way.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the venue? That was the only knockout in the last fair. It was an all-time. It's like the worst possible way to perform stand-up comedy.
I don't. I hope it's better because the issue was it was stage, horse track, then the crowd, which is a tough way
You
to.
could hear the screams over the roller coaster louder than people laughing. That was the
Yes.
main feedback.
When is this?
But they're like they allowed people to stand in the track like a music concert. So we had like imagine standing during a comedy set. Haha. You stand there. And,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I had some people doing it showing love, but it's like that's not.
There were probably 18 people standing, 1,000 people in the bleachers, 15 football fields away.
Yeah,
And
and
just the smell of manure.
You just have to. You're trusting that.
They're
I
probably
can't even
laughing.
hear them over there. I hope it's going well.
The mic's working. It was
We'll
fun.
see.
Yeah, I'm excited to do another one.
When is this Goshen show?
July
20th.
19th.
That was close.
Fun.
So thanks. All right. It's an episode. We've been going for an hour 10.
Oh yeah,
Didn't have to ask.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
All right. And I had a good time the whole time. My bopsy's starting to hurt. I'm going to be honest. Did they hurt for you?
No?
No.
Did he play a prank on me?
I think you're just not very tough.
When he was done, he said he was a big fan. He's like, I want to wait till the end. But I don't want to be cool, but like, I love your videos, this and that. And so do you
Oh,
think,
wow.
do you think he just kept it for keeps?
Ew!
Oh, do you think they're?
Yeah, uh-huh. He took some of your back skin and was like, yeah, this is what I want.
Yes.
I got some backstrap.
All right, I have one Brittany Mahomes, one Trey Kennedy. Yes.
Collection is building.
He's a little
Did he
discolored.
plant a tracker in me or something?
Yeah. That's
Put
what
a lot of trust in him. I couldn't see what he did back there. All right, that's an episode. Get tickets. Like we said, we're going to Goshen, Indiana. Only like 10 shows left. We got to have a baby. Then we're going to, do more shows eventually. So, TreyHeat.com/tour. Thanks for the love, y'all. Like, subscribe. We will see you next week. Peace.
Correct opinion.